Hey guys, and welcome back to another Conan Exiles video. Today we are in the Exiled Lands in map square J7, building an apartment complex. This particular build was suggested by Dreg Doctor, though it's something I've been thinking about doing for a while. I did an apartments build a long time ago, and in retrospect it was pretty awful, so we're trying to improve on that today. This build is mod free in both construction and decoration, so the build should be accessible to everyone. As usual, this video is indeed sponsored by NordVPN. You can get 68% off a 2-year deal plus 3 months free with the new Christmas deal when you visit nordvpn.org/eradYT or use code eradYT at checkout. Stick around until the end of the video to learn more about how to browse the internet safely and securely with NordVPN. So, without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, I started off with, of course, the base plate. I wanted to go with a design that should fit on the corner of a city street, so thus I mixed wedge and regular foundations together to create sort of a V-shaped build. I chose to use stable ceilings on the wings of the build, with Aquilonian in the centre hall and arena ceilings and stairs on the front entranceway. This material palette is pretty decent. It's focused heavily on midtones and highlights, and has a nice air of class with the white marble and clean wood, whilst not being too over the top, such as with a material like Terranian. I covered the side of the foundations with reinforced stone fence foundations, to add a little bit of roughness to what would otherwise be a fairly clean looking build, which I think helps to give some better visuals and overall improve the exterior of the build. Next, for the walls. I firstly started off by building up a set of stairs in the entrance hall. This will be the only way residents can reach the different floors. Each floor will be 2 tiles high, and made of Aquilonian walls and window frames to keep the build looking clean and classy, whilst the stable foundations add just a little bit of rough homeliness to the build. As you can see by the blueprint on screen now, I'll be having 3 builds in total, with the ground and first floors being regular 3x3 apartments, and the top floor being the penthouse, a much larger apartment that provides much more space, facilities and comfort. Each apartment on the first floor has a small balcony to look over the nearby area, and the penthouse itself has 3 balconies, 2 smaller ones on either wing, and a much larger one hanging over the front entrance. The idea behind this build was to create something like a traditional townhouse apartment block. The previous apartments build I did was a good while ago, about 9 months ago I think, and in my honest opinion it was pretty awful. I mean sure, it served the actual brief of the build well enough, but aesthetically it was missing out on arguably one of the most important parts of an RP build, which is the actual visual attractiveness of the build. The building didn't immediately look like an apartment block, it didn't communicate that properly, but rather just looked like it could be, well, basically anything. It was quite a generic build, and I don't think it really represented the actual intention of the design well. I think this build is much better designed, and whilst it may look a bit bare bones on the exterior, it suits the build brief well and would definitely fit in on a city corner. Finally, I placed roofing atop the build. This was really quite easy, as it's another one of those roofs where you just place the simple roof shapes and then connect them together with wedges, inverted corners, etc. I also added an overhang on the front of the roof to cover the large penthouse balcony, and added sun covers to the other balconies around the build, along with staged Argosian pillars at the front of the complex and roof pieces to slope the balconies into the build. Finally, when the shell of the build was done, it was then time to, of course, furnish. Approaching the apartment complex, I've lit the build with hanging Aquilonian braziers, and the small curves and alcoves of the build help to accentuate the shadows and make the build look pretty good from the outside. Entering the build, we reach the entrance hall. To the right and left, we can go down either corridor and reach apartment numbers 1 through 4. Each apartment is of a 3x3 size and is designed for 1 or 2 residents, and whilst it's not exactly a place of luxury, it definitely provides a comfortable if fairly small place to sleep, eat and relax. Each apartment is designed differently, which helps to break up any stylistic monotony and to make the apartments feel a bit more personal to each resident. Heading upstairs, we reach the first floor, where we can reach apartments 5 through 8. Again, these apartments are the same size, so the wings are laid out slightly differently, and the small balconies from these apartments help to add a little bit of extra room to the build, whilst also allowing for some nice visuals over the surrounding area. Heading upstairs, we reach the penthouse. This is a luxury apartment, much bigger than those downstairs, and offers access to a large front balcony, along with a kitchen and dining room combo, a spacious, comfortable bedroom, and 2 smaller balconies on either wing. This apartment keeps the style of the complex intact, whilst also offering a much more lavish, luxurious, and comfortable atmosphere for the resident. And there we have it, an apartment complex in the Exiled Lands in map square J7. Thanks for watching. The previous apartments build is something I've wanted to rectify and improve on for a while, and I think I managed to do that with this build. I'm very happy with it and I think it does the job very well. As I mentioned earlier, this video is indeed sponsored by NordVPN. If you want to stay safe on the internet and ensure you can't be tracked by shady individuals, or whilst being able to access Netflix, BBC iPlayer, ITV, Hulu, HBO and more regardless of where you live, all whilst maintaining blazing fast internet speeds, NordVPN is the perfect choice for you. When you use my link or discount code, you can get 68% off a 2-year deal, which comes out to $3.71 a month, an absolute bargain price for such a great service that I use almost every day. The software is a small download and it's easy to use. One click and you're both connected and protected, and you have full access to the internet. Nord also has very strict policies on protecting your data, meaning you can browse in confidence. Visit nordvpn.org/eradyt or use code eradyt at checkout to claim this huge discount and get the best VPN service available on the internet, and also help me out a lot at the same time. As always, thanks to Nord for sponsoring the video. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and let me know in the comments below if you have any build suggestions for future videos. As usual, absolutely anything is welcome. Don't forget to both follow me on Twitch and join the fun on our Discord through the links in the description. Again, don't forget you can get 68% off NordVPN when you use code eradyt at checkout, or you can go through my affiliate link in the description and pinned comment below. YouTube is currently my full-time source of income, so if you enjoy the content and would like to help support the channel so I can continue to put out the best content possible, do consider becoming a patron. There are multiple tiers of support from $1 to $20, offering many different benefits from a mention in every video to Discord roles, and even sneak peeks of every new video before anyone else. The link to my Patreon is in the description, so if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to consider becoming a patron. On that note, a thanks to our current patrons Sammy, Sir Dialot, Randar, MK Pantheon, Sergeant Swede, Shannara, and Torn. If you're new here, feel free to check out the rest of the content on the channel. There are new Conan Exiles videos coming every Wednesday and Sunday, so if you like what you see, subscribe and ring the notification bell to be the first to see the next video, and to join us on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.